You are looking live at Charlotte, North Carolina. My name's Jay Mervis. Welcome to the 13th episode of the Hammerdown Roadshow, where we're going to talk trends, tech, and tunes. First, I want to make a shout out. Hey, everybody stay safe in the hurricane path. I know we're in it, but everybody in Florida and Georgia and South Carolina that's going to get hit, North Carolina all the way through, prayers are with you. Stay safe, get supplies you need, batten down the hatches. I mean, we're going to be batting down the hatches tomorrow afternoon for sure, and hope nothing bad happens on the farm. So, just making sure. Shout out to Laz Diaz. He's our engineering manager for commercial down in South Florida. He's been rallying the troops and making sure a lot of people are taken care of from a Fortigate perspective. A lot of people make organizations run, and he's one of those individuals down there, him and Theo on the commercial team, making things happen, making sure that all of our teammates here at Fortigate are safe. So, hey, just wanted a special shout out to that. Let's talk industry trends. Mental health. Mental health is one of the things that's constantly popping up. There's been some additional federal funding north of $100 million since May-ish of this year. I saw a couple different statistics today that they're putting a ton of dough into that, just because that's what the population, a dollar in prevention is worth $10 in care. And this, if we have resources available and places for people to go from a mental health perspective, maybe things will get better. Maybe people will get the care they need from qualified professionals, and dealing with some of that investment to take care of people instead of just spending money on black holes of healthcare spend, which, there's certain places we definitely need to shore up and spend. There's other places that this is a great first step. I want to talk about technology. Had a great call down in Baltimore last week after a week at the Fortigate Championship out in Napa, as well as New York City. We've got a variety of different customers. Get the fortune of talking to some really awesome people that go above and beyond. Large mental health provider. They've taken a ton of investment to make their facilities better and investing in technology as well as people. One of the things we talked about was they're leveraging our next-gen firewalls as well as our market-leading SD-WAN to connect up all of their facilities. So not only are they physically making their facilities look better, but they're using our technology for resiliency, connectivity, and security, because identity and access management and the patients that are in there and what they're being treated for, we don't want to release to the public. So they talked a lot about whether, no matter whose identity it is, they don't want them to be compromised. So from a technology perspective, we love that they're investing a ton of dough in that, as well as from the remote patient monitoring. So the readmissions and being able to connect and talk to their patients and people they're servicing remotely, so they don't have to come back into the facility. That's been very beneficial to them, providing better care to the folks that are needing that mental health care. So applaud them. Chris Nunez, great relationship with them, great call. Love engaging with them as a customer. Is one of the best calls I've ever been on. So we're going to move it over to tunes, my favorite part of the show. Everybody knows I've had this band in my back pocket talking about mental health. I mean, this is all driven from the Taylor Hawkins passing. Most of my network knows how much that's impacted me. They've had 2 benefit concerts. So last night was Tuesday night. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Tuesday night, they had one of the benefit concerts. They did a couple of Soundgarden covers. And they had Taylor Morrison, they had Chris Novoselic, Dave Grohl, and they had Matt Cameron, Chris Shiflett, they had a whole crew. And they played one of my favorite songs, which will tie me back to the band in a second, but it was Black Hole Sun. And when they played that, I think of my band. There's a lot of people that, as we all get older, there's just a lot worse news that happens, and people have things happen to them. There's a lot of people walking around in boots, or they're going in, I gotta go get surgery on this. And it's like, it's not good, because I don't think of anybody as getting any older. You're as old as when I met you. So, I mean, the band this week, Kathleen Krasniqi, because Taylor Morrison saying that stuff. Kathleen does a lot of leadership things and takes care of us in New Pendel, the Northeast, and New York City. Love working with her. She'd be the lead singer. I got Harris Sussman. He'd be our lead guitarist. He connects a lot of our ecosystem, as he likes to say. It's ecosystem because I'm from the Midwest. Bryan Wallace on drums, and then I have Pete Metzgar playing bass, because him and Ben Shepherd could probably be cousins, but whatever. Black Hole Sun's one of the songs. That's because that's what was played on the Taylor Hawkins tribute. Love that tune. I would say that we would go to Fell on Black Days, another song about being down on your luck. How do you pull yourself out of it? A lot of Soundgarden's music, I got to be honest with you, a lot of it is Chris Cornell. Passed too soon, but you could tell he was dealing with something. A lot of things that are very deep and dark, but hey, love the music. Another one of my favorites is Spoon Man. So Spoon Man is about artist who is artist. The Spoon Man was a street performer in Seattle. You see him in the movie Singles, and that's when the original, wow, we could come up with something here. He didn't make a lot of money, but he did a ton of street work and performances in many different places. You Google him. I thought it was an interesting read today. If you read something, post it on the, on the comments on LinkedIn or YouTube. It'd be awesome to see if somebody actually did some research. And then the last one, which I always think is the most, I don't know if I agree with it, but it's one of the, the lyrics really make it talk about what people show on the outside, what they're really feeling. And it's Outshined off their first commercially massive successful album. But in Outshined, it talks about look in California, feel in Minnesota. I don't know, if I go to Minnesota, I'm going to go fishing, so I don't think it's that bad. But that's how Chris felt, is that it was, dark and cold, and that's what was inside. And he had to release that. So, there's always somebody that needs to get pulled up and something positive. One of the things that we do at the gym is there's a food drive for Fishes and Loaves, an organization that helps the underserved and underprivileged. Every Thursday, donate food, do something good. A lot of positive things. Last positive thing, shout out to Dan Moran, one of my fraternity brothers. Haven't talked to him in a long time. Connected on LinkedIn. He posted something so simple this morning. Do something nice for somebody. You don't know how it's going to impact everybody else around them. So shout out to Dan Moran, one of the good guys in the business, longtime friend and colleague. Hey, if you like it, share it. If you got a better Soundgarden song, throw it out there. If you want to talk, DM me. We talk shop. We got some new guests coming on the show. But hey, put the hammer down, put the pedal to the metal. Thanks for tuning in.